Picture this: Norbert Aubuchon walks into a boardroom where budget cuts loom like storm clouds. His challenge: convince a room full of skeptical execs to fund a new project during a hiring freeze. How does he turn no into yes? The anatomy of persuasion isn't just theory, it's a step-by-step playbook to crack minds and open wallets. Stick around, because by the end you'll see persuasion stripped to its core and wield it yourself. Before you can persuade, you need a map. Aubuchon breaks persuasion down like a detective puzzles a crime scene, methodically, precisely, with unexpected twists. At a Chicago seminar in '96, Aubuchon demonstrated how communication always swings between logic and emotion. He told the story of a salesman who failed for years until he learned to speak both languages, facts and feelings, and then closed a $2 million contract in 6 months. Think of persuasion needs as a three-legged stool: your need, their need, and the connection between. Aubuchon uses a vivid metaphor. Persuasion is like tuning a radio. If your frequencies don't align, no music plays, no deal happens. From setting objectives to controlling flow, he portrays persuasion as choreography. One company doubled approved proposals just by rearranging how they presented information. Story first, data second, objections last, guiding attention like a director cues actors. Imagine you're not selling a product, but selling a decision. Aubuchon peels back the curtain on the buyer's mind, what really moves someone from maybe to absolutely. In a case study on a tech startup, marketers noticed clients stalled at consideration. By redefining the buying journey, attention, evaluation, commitment, they redesigned pitches that lifted sales by 40%. It's like knowing when to push gas or hit brakes. Aubuchon digs into features versus benefits. He tells the story of a copier firm whose sales lagged until they stopped shouting specs and started showcasing workflow speed and stress relief. Features are the ingredients, benefits are the feast your buyer craves. Preempting objections is a persuasion ninja move. Aubuchon cites a nonprofit that secured funding mid-freeze by publicly listing potential doubts and then dismantling them one by one. The audience doesn't just buy in, they breathe easier. Ever felt your great pitch tank? Aubuchon reveals it's less about just what you say, more about when and how you say it, the power of control in persuasion. In a hiring freeze scenario, the HR director named Linda used precise objectives. Not just hire more, but justify headcount with productivity boosts. That clarity refocused the entire argument, transforming vague hopes into measurable wins. Persuasion tools, like stories, stats, visuals, are weapons in your arsenal. Aubuchon tells how a manager armed with a vivid cost-saving graphic cut through red tape at a telecom firm. The right tool isn't decoration, it's decisive impact. Small tweaks yield big changes. Aubuchon shares his own real-world rocket scientist, pitch, simple phrasing changes and timing adjustments, increased buy-in from top management. It's a reminder: persuasion is an art and a negotiation dance, not monologue. Remember Aubuchon in that crisply lit boardroom, turning skeptics into believers. That's persuasion stripped to its anatomy, knowing your audience's needs, sequencing your message, and controlling the flow like a master conductor. Your takeaway: next time you pitch, plan it like a story with a start, middle, and punchline. Try mapping your next ask around these core steps and watch the doors open. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.